Well, hello viewers. This is the part 2 of the Sig Sauer MCX. I've now had a chance to put quite a few rounds through it, and wanted to give you an update on some of the questions that I've been getting about the gun, and a little bit more about what I've found with it. So let's go ahead and get started. First and foremost, Sig Sauer MCX. One of the big questions that I have been getting about this gun is why the MCX over an AR style platform gun. And I can tell you that as good as AR platform guns are, this one is truly next generation stuff. When you look at some of the benefits of the Sig Sauer MCX over an AR, it really becomes a matter of apples and oranges. So let me share with you a little bit about what I've discovered and give you my thoughts on the rifle overall. So first and foremost, just a real quick recap on how I've got the gun set up. I've got a AAC 51 tooth mount out here on the barrel because I do run the gun suppressed most of the time. Recall that the gun has a short stroke self-regulating gas piston system. I did install the Sig vertical foregrip on this gun. I find that it gives me good real estate as you're handling the gun to be able to manipulate it, and gives you a little bit more of a positive feel out here towards the muzzle end of the gun. I decided to go with a Trijicon optic, ACOG optic with the RMR. I find that it's really the perfect optic for a rifle like this. It gives you the ability to go both longer range and CQB with the RMR. And I swapped out the Sig grip with the Magpul Myad grip. I used the fatter panels. I like a bit more purchase on the hand grip, and this was absolutely perfect. Plus there's a little storage compartment underneath with an oil bottle. Been operating the gun primarily with Magpul Gen 2 and Gen 3 PMags. It's worked flawlessly. I have put just about every type of magazine that I own through the gun, and had no malfunctions whatsoever. The stock on this gun, which I thought when I originally got it was going to be a bit of a problem because it is not. It's very thin, as you can see, the very thin, very lightweight. Has not been an issue whatsoever. In fact, the stock I think has been one of my more favorite parts of the gun. It folds very thin. When you fold the stock off to the side, the gun becomes very, very easily transportable, or if you want to put it in a much smaller gun bag, it does work great. And as far as shooting it, I've had absolutely no problem whatsoever with having that thinner stock. If anything, I haven't noticed any difference whatsoever as far as comfort or cheek weld or anything like that. So absolutely fantastic. Couple things about the rifle, because I've had a lot of people ask me, well, why should I get this over, let's say, the Sig 516 or some other nicer piston AR? Biggest advantage of it is a couple of things. Number one, it is lightweight. This gun weighs less than my Sig 516 pistol does. The amount of weight that's out forward of the receiver is very, very small, and the gun is built very, very lightweight. So right there alone, as far as comfort, long-term shooting comfort, long-term carry comfort, this rifle is better. The second thing is I absolutely love the gas system and the recoil system on this. One of the big advantages of the Sig MCX is it has dual recoil springs. They're located up here, and so you do not have to have a buffer tube or anything in the back. The cool part about that is, obviously, if you need or want, You can fold the stock. The rifle becomes extremely small, compact, very easy to store. I also ordered the collapsible stock for this one. I have not gotten it yet from Sig. I'll make a video of it when I do get it in. Couple different designs of stock. You can put either a conventional AR style stock. You've got the side folder here, and then there's also an HK style collapsible stock, which is the one that I ordered. Let's talk a little bit about the way it shoots. This is a very soft recoiling gun. One of the traits of an AR is you have a buffer spring that's bouncing around back here, and it is basically it's bouncing around about an eighth of an inch from your cheek, and so you get a lot of felt mass back there. You hear the spring, you hear the recoil spring operating, that type of stuff. This gun, none of that. Everything is up forward. You don't feel it, you don't hear it. The gun shoots. It has very, very low felt recoil, very little muzzle climb. I've put through this rifle, I've put probably about 1,000 rounds through it so far, and I can tell you that it's a pleasure to shoot. I'll get done shooting a couple hundred rounds through this thing, and it's just fantastic. The gun operates very clean. There's with the way the gas system, the piston system is set up, there's almost if you look at the fold this out here for us. If you look at the bolt in that area on the gun, I shot this the other day, haven't cleaned it since then, and again, extremely clean. It shoots after several hundred rounds. The bolt face is ice cold. There's really no heat, no carbon that gets back in there. It all vents out the front. The dual recoil springs on this gun are very effective at soaking up the recoil on it. The gun I also like to shoot suppressed, and one of the traits of an AR when you shoot it suppressed is you get a lot of gas back that floats out of the back of the receiver, especially on a direct impingement gun, but even in a piston gun. There's a lot of gas and smoke and whatnot that floats around outside the receiver. What I've noticed is this gun has very, very little of that. Most of the smoke and gas that vents off when you are shooting the gun suppressed vents off the front of the gun. So you get very little back in your face. One other really cool thing about the MCX is that the MCX upper can be put on any AR lower or any mil-spec AR lower. So again, this is one of those things that sets this rifle apart from a lot of guns. Even though this has a completely different operating system than a traditional AR, from any traditional AR, you can take this upper and you can put it on any lower. So, if you have a registered full auto lower, you could put the MCX upper on it and it's going to operate. They even make an adapter for the back here, so you can remove the buffer tube, put the adapter on, and you can use the MCX stocks for it. So again, just a really, really cool design. Very, very pleased with it. If you already own an AR and you're thinking about getting something new, different, whatever, highly recommend the MCX. One of the things I will tell you about it is it has, and I say this in the nicest, kindest possible sort of way, but oftentimes with Sig, they have long delays until their product comes out, and then when it comes out, there's a disappointment. I will tell you that the wait was worth it on this gun. If you're comparing it apples to apples with an AR, even a very, very high-end AR, I think you're going to find that the MCX is probably better in every category. The cleverness of the design and how well it operates, I think, is just next level from Sig. And so overall, really, I just have nothing but positive things to say about it. If you are considering it a purchase of one, I do highly recommend them. I don't normally say that with a lot of guns, but this one I genuinely do. You won't go wrong. I am eagerly anticipating the pistol version of this to come out. I haven't seen one yet, but I'm going to be keeping my eye out for them. I'd love to buy the pistol upper and with a pistol buffer too, or pistol brace rear end, and kind of check that out and see how it goes. Also, obviously, it's available in 300 blackout. This is the 5.56 version. I'd love to see how that 300 blackout works, especially suppressed. But overall, guys, 2 thumbs up for this Sig MCX. If any of you are out there considering getting one, I highly recommend it. As far as the optics are concerned, I've had absolutely zero problems with it holding zero. That's another thing too. Accuracy, guys. 100 yards, 200 yards, 300 yards. This thing is just an absolute tack driver. Very, very accurate. Even suppressed and non-suppressed. When I put the suppressor on there, the point of impact doesn't change by hardly anything. Groups are still very, very tight. So overall, just really, really positive. Really pleased that I got this gun. If you have any questions or comments, please just post them and I'd be happy to answer them for you. If you like the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and tell your friends about us. Thanks so much, guys. We'll talk to you soon.